Hi Sabre fans, and welcome to this week's Sabre Spotlight. The Marian men's golf team competed at the MSOE Invite and participated in the fall portion of the NACC Championships. The Marian men's and women's soccer teams were both victorious, and the cross-country team competed in Appleton, while the women's volleyball team hosted a pair of matches. The Marian men's golf team had a busy week on the links. The Sabres started the week at the MSOE Invite, where Ryonen Faris shot a two-day total of 140 to win the individual championship. Faris shot a 66 on day one and set the school record for the lowest round.
Yeah, it was outstanding. School record 66, and just the way he did it, birding the last 6 out of 7 holes. He had a stretch of 5 in a row, and actually had a really good chance to make 6 in a row and possibly even 7. But to finish that way is just showing how much he's worked on his game and how much he's improved in his time here at Marian. It was tough conditions, but tough conditions for everybody. We picked a bad day to shoot our highest score of the year. We played pretty solid yesterday in the first round, found ourselves in 3rd place, which was pretty good. We lost a couple shots then today. This is only the first leg of it. We have 2 more rounds in spring, and hopefully we can get better over the winter time in our simulator and throw out some low scores in spring.
I had a good day. I got pretty hot towards my back 9. I finished with my last 7 holes. I was 6 under, and I made 6 birdies. So that was crazy. That was the best run I've ever had. But it's not too big of a deal in my mind. I'd rather go to nationals and as a team and stuff like that. So hopefully we can still kind of maneuver our way towards the top and be able to compete this spring. That's really what we're going to be focusing on, and we got a lot of work to do this winter with the guys.
The Marian men's soccer team went 2-0 last week. Gustavo Carmona scored in overtime to push the Sabres past Edgewood 1-0. Marian continued its winning ways this past Saturday when the Sabres scored 3 goals in the final 17 minutes to defeat Rockford 3-0.
Well, we had a little bit of transition with Alonso Fragoso leaving, our top scorer, and we've been with him for 4 games, without him for 4 games, and so to get a couple wins has helped our mental health, showed our team we can continue to score and win. I think we're going in the right direction. Well, I was disappointed in the first half. We had a game plan. We knew they were going to sit back a little bit, bunker in mentality, at least in the center of the park, consolidate things in the center of the field in front of their goal. I told them at halftime that we needed to play faster. We didn't need to be poised. We didn't need to be calm and collected and composed and take it easy. It had to move. The ball had to move. We had to play at a fast pace so that they didn't get the opportunity to set up. It was excellent. It was a great feeling, and especially when you win in overtime, it's just an even more of an exciting feeling because the game ends. You could be winning 1 or 2-0 during regulation time, but you're still playing the game, and you don't get that feeling of satisfaction, elation until after the 90 minutes are played. But in overtime, it's immediate. You've won because you scored the goal. So it's just more highlighted when you score in overtime.
The Marian women's soccer team went 1-1 last week. The Sabres dropped a close 2-0 decision to Edgewood, but rebounded nicely and dispatched Alverno 8-0 to earn its first conference win of the season.
We definitely needed the win just to boost our confidence. All of our conference games so far, honestly, they could have gone either way. It was just a matter of finishing and just getting the momentum going and, wanting it more. So we've been struggling with that a little bit, but we definitely needed this win just to get our confidence up and make us realize we are able to score goals and get scoring opportunities. We've been practicing a lot, since the beginning of the season, just getting end line and slotting the ball towards the PK spot. And today I saw that multiple times where before the game I told the girls, look, I need to see that play at least 5 times. And we exceeded it. I think we got end line and slotted balls at least 12. So very pleased with that. Carly, she's a very consistent player. She's the type of player that plays even better when she comes off the bench. So obviously with her statistics and what she does for us, you'd think she'd start majority of our games, but I found that has the most impact coming off the bench. And you can obviously see that where she comes in and our offense changes. Overall as a team, I really think we figured it out, especially second half. I know at halftime I was probably a little brutal to them as far as just figuring out and playing our game and not down to their level. So we picked that up. Just the defenders. I mean, Jamie Anderson, obviously I put her on top because she's been really getting high a lot, and she was able to go in and score. So I was pleased with that and pleased with how many girls were able to score today.
It feels good to finally get out a win, and we struggled, but all of our games have been pretty close, but it feels good. I think we all played really well. We connected passes really well. We got the through balls going, so I think we did what we needed to do.
The Marian women's volleyball team was in action with a pair of home matches. The Sabres dropped a close match to Lake Forest in straight sets 25-23, 25-19, and 25-23. Marian had a hard time getting on track against Dominican and lost 25-17, 25-16, and 25-16. The Marian cross-country team was in action at the Gene Davis Invitational hosted by Lawrence University. Jacob Leeden placed 50th to lead the Sabres with a time of 28:47. On the women's side, Kayla Gregar finished 33rd with a time of 26:49. The Marian Student Athletes of the Week for October 5th through October 12th are Ryonen Faris and Carly Schmidt. Faris shot a 140 to win the MSOE Invitational, and on day 1, he shot a school record 66. He also tied his coach, Bill Peters, with 2 individual championships. And watch out, coach, Ryonen is a junior and still has plenty of time to beat the record. Schmidt scored a pair of goals in Marian's 8-0 win over Alverno. The women's soccer team hosts UW-Whitewater Monday evening and traveled to Lakeland on Wednesday. The men's soccer team hosts Lakeland Wednesday evening, and the women's volleyball team turns into Road Warriors this week. On Tuesday, the Sabres travel to Concordia, Wisconsin. On Friday, the Blue and White play at Rockford. And on Saturday, the Spikers travel to the Windy City and do battle with Concordia, Chicago.